Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. My name is Adam. This video is being recorded for quietspeculation.com. This week we are going to play Explorer Elves. So one of the cool things that came with Dominaria United, a cycle of 2-mana lords that are actually like a huge help in the format. In particular, the Goblin, the Elf, and the Merfolk Lord all added a ton of power to these archetypes, right? In this case, we have Leaf Crown Visionary. So, not only is this 2-mana lord, which is phenomenal, it's great, especially for an archetype that doesn't have the full suite of lords, and most of them are typically at 3 mana. You have your clan callers, and now this. It acts as a draw outlet, a card advantage outlet. So Elf comes in, you can pay an extra green, and if you do, draw a card. And somewhat recently, we also had Elvish Mystic added to the format through, what was it, Explorer Anthologies. It was basically a supplemental thing to try to bridge the gap between Pioneer and Explorer a little bit. So getting an additional 1-mana Elf out of the deal to bring that parity up really helps you power out the like mass amount of mana that's typical for these go wide Elf strategies. So now we have a combination of mana acceleration with your 1-drop dorks, powerful 2-drop lords, which make these reasonable bodies to turn sideways, but you have these other payoffs that we've started to diversify too in the 3-drop slots. So Steel Leaf Champion is able to power through board states where your opponent's going wide, something like the Unequal Anvil decks, Circle of Dreams Druid. Unfortunately, we don't have, God, what is it called? The 1 green tap equal to the number of elves you control, and all elves get +1/+1. That's not in the format, but Circle of Dreams Druid does a reasonable substitution. Realm Walker, which lets you play off the top, it's your own personal future sight effect. And then Marwyn the Nurturer, which similarly, Marwyn gets bigger every time an elf comes into play. The lords also help buff this as well. You can turn it sideways and add it either a ton of mana or swing in, and it's this basically the Abyss. If it's attacking, it's like a 10-10, 11-11. Your opponent has to block it. Really versatile card, and not a lot of front end that needs to go in to make it powerful. You are a Collected Company deck, as you would expect from this array. Something I do want to mention. So we have the Llanowar Elf, we have the Elvish Mystic. I'm also playing the Jaspera Sentinel. I think that this card is almost necessary, having that extra 1-drop here and adding mana that way with your Elvish War Master, making extra buys with your War Masters, with your Dwynen's Elites. It could really help power through the Leaf Crown Visionary and build up that card advantage. So that being said, here are our mana dorks, our card advantage, and then our actual ways of killing people. Collected Company also helps with that. Looking to the mana base, your typical Boseiju, Castle Garenbreak, because we are so creature heavy. Your basic forests, and then a couple copies of Lair of the Hydra. I've seen some builds play 2 copies. I've seen some builds play 4. I don't know which I like better, in all honesty. 4 means that you're always going to see it. Unfortunately, it means you're always going to see it. So the first 2 turns, it's great to have them. They come in untapped. It can then become a liability if you want to, say, churn through your Collected Companies, or play multiple spells in a turn. So I'm comfortable with 2. I found that I don't activate the Lair all that often. So having 2 copies seems perfectly reasonable for me. Another option that I considered is Hashep Oasis, which honestly could just be in here. You know, I'll put a copy in now. You didn't see anything. So this basically is like a giant growth on a land at sorcery speed. It dings us for a life every time we activate it, but I think the payoff is there. Looking to the sideboard, you have some anti-control cards in Shaper Sanctuary. Draw a card whenever your things become the target of a spell or ability. Tamiyo Safekeeping saves a thing from a removal spell. Heroic Intervention saves everything from removal spells. There's another copy down here. A couple copies of Crowl Harpooner, which is great against the blue or blue-white Flyers deck, typically playing like Curious Obsession. So that deck wants to tempo you out. This is great because it can snipe down a creature. They're typically 1/1s or 2/1s. And the Lord is a 1/3, so you can even kill the Lord and then keep your creature around. But because it's a 3/2 with reach, it can then trade with another attacking creature or just stonewall these flying creatures. I found Crowl Harpooner to be very, very strong in these kinds of archetypes. It's closer to a Doomblade than you would expect. And the fail case is just a 3/2 for 2. So if you want to start beating down, Crowl Harpooner can do that job too. Unlicensed Hearse. This slot can be Hearse, it can be Scavenging Ooze, but this is really important against the... God, why am I blanking on the name? The Greasefang decks, where they want to play Greasefang and then reanimate a vehicle from the graveyard. The issue with Scavenging Ooze, while it's better in the late game, it's a little more likely to get hit by a removal, like Fatal Push can get it. Hearse is a little bit safer in that regard, and being able to activate for no mana is a huge boon. That also comes with the, like, okay, after 3-4 turns of activating this, it's a decent sized threat. This is a 6/6 or an 8/8, so any almost any creature off the top will be able to crew it and then smack in for damage. Really helpful if your opponent's playing something like I don't know, Liliana the Veil. They edict your creature, and then you untap, you play another creature, your thing is summoning sick. But the vehicle that you have in play can attack, so you can immediately crew. So I'm a fan there. We covered the Heroic Interventions. Outland Liberator. It's a naturalize that comes with a decent body. I'm playing this over Reclamation Sage. Whether or not that is correct, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that this is the stronger card in the aggregate. Not sure about this slot. I like Garrick's Harbinger in theory. Hexproof from black is really important, especially with a lot of decks being base black as their removal suite. Doesn't come in quite as often as you would like, but this card can do serious damage, and it's a nice way to pivot if your opponent's on something that is very heavy removal based. Sometimes it can just stick, be a 4-power creature that draws cards. The main goal is that it doesn't really die to Fatal Push. Additional copy of Realm Walker. And then down here, I am trying a Toski, Bearer of Secrets. Between Indestructible and Can't Be Countered, this has a lot going for it. And then, because we're a go-wide type of deck, we're going to get a lot of dinky creatures that are going to be unnecessary. So, like, let's say late game, we're going to turn our Mana Dork sideways. They're going to get through because your opponent's going to block some of the bigger stuff. You'll draw cards and replace them. It's really helpful if your opponent is on that heavy removal control plan, as well as some of these other options. As you can see, a lot of these are answers to control. I think that we are faster than most mid-range strategies. I think that we can power through other mid-range disruption. It's really that heavy control board wipe style. More recently, with the expansion that brought Elvish Mystic in, we got Supreme Verdict, which has been very popular among the control decks. So our goal is to just sort of go underneath them and then sideboard into something that can tempo them out. All right, we covered the deck. I'm going to play 5 matches on ladder, and then we'll debrief. And then I'll have an article up on Quiet Speculation on Tuesday with some of the things I like and dislike about the deck. That being said, again, this video is brought to you by QuietSpeculation.com. You can find all of our content there. We cover a lot of stuff as far as the constructed metagames go, Magic Finance. Really cool group of folks. Highly recommend you check them out if you haven't already. So with that, let's hop into it. And apologies if I sound a little weird here. Dealing with an ear infection, so I cannot hear out of this side of my head right now. Not great, but we have medication to fix that. So bear with me while I am going through medical frustrations. Alright, so best of 3, Explorer, Elves. Let's do it. One land, bunch of elves. I'm gonna keep it. I think I lead on the Jaspera Sentinel. If I hit a land here, I can go War Master into Llanowar Elves. And if they kill it, I would rather have my Llanowar Elf live. Okay. So this is the Abzan Greasefang deck that I mentioned the other day. Or I mentioned earlier. I actually played this last week on stream. And the article is up on... blanking on words. My article is up on Quiet Speculation. Alright. Did not work out the way I wanted, but we're still doing okay. They didn't hit anything important. And now they did. So they have a Parhelion in bin. I am now in trouble. They can threaten to Greasefang me next turn. Blocks. Found a land. Now the question is, do I go for War Master with no follow-up, or do I just play the Visionary? I could play the Realm Walker, actually. Yeah. I'll play out the Realm Walker. Elf. Not what I wanted to see on top. Alright, I'm gonna pack it in. They have the combo. This will put me to 1 with 2 4/4s in play. I really needed that land there. But we're gonna bring in some hate pieces for them. Don't think I need safekeeping or the Sanctuary here. I can bring in the Liberator. Steel Leaf doesn't seem great. Another one-lander. I am on the play, though. I think I can keep this. I would love to hit a land. I can play the Circle of Dreams Druid. Hope to not... Okay. So if this is a Witherbloom command, I'll be upset. But this is my highest upside. Not the Witherbloom command. Good news. War Master. I actually think I just go for the company. Right? Yeah. And then I can just guarantee a double ward in the following turn. Sure.
I finished before brunch.
That's really good. Now the question is, do I... Okay. The question there was if I want the Clan Caller or if I want the Realm Seeker. And I think it was probably correct... sorry, what was it? Probably correct to do Clan Caller plus Dwyne's Elite, sacrifice one of the tokens, and then play Double Lord with Company up. Don't think I want the Harpooner. Don't think I need these. Yeah. Cool. Unfortunately, I can't keep this. This seems fine. It's a little slow, which may come back to bite me. Ooh, but I found a hearse. Presumably this forces them to kill this, yeah. So they're pushed back a turn. Stitcher hope to whiff. More or less a whiff. Ooh, that's a good pickup. I think I have to play the War Master, unfortunately. Alright, they have a push. I think I have to go for the Boseiju. Like, it sucks, but I have to. And that comes back to the issues I have with Lair of the Hydra. Alright, they whiffed as far as, like, important pieces in the graveyard. No Greasefang, no vehicle in the graveyard yet. I'm gonna let the Stitcher just come through. I don't want them to mill off of it. And then again, Essica's Chariot. I'm not really bothered by that. Ooh, okay, this is an interesting one. I think these two are correct. Nice. Alright, they're off it. So I think that really speaks to the power of this deck. My opponent was able to disrupt us by killing off our turn 2 War Master. We had a slower draw on that one. None of our 1-drop dorks were in our opening hand. But even with that, we had a solid hit off of the company. And then just drew, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards here? Alright, 1 down. So I think uninterrupted or with minimal interruption, and like not having to deal with a turn 3 combo clock, we are pretty much poised to win most situations. I think our Goldfish is stronger than the average of the format. Greasefang's, like, everything's going perfect. Goldfish, I think, beats us just slightly. But we have the capacity to disrupt them as well. Alright. 1-0. We're on the play. Another one-lander. With some dinky 3s, but I think this is still fine. I would love to hit a land here. Perfect. Alright, so Clan Caller. Hallowed Fountain suggests this is blue-white control. Alright, show me the sensor. Nope. So I would bet just about anything that we're looking at a Supreme Verdict next turn. So the question is, do I want to commit to the board? The answer is probably no. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would not be able to activate the Clan Caller and attack with either of my Sentinels. So alright, we're gonna trade with the Clan Caller. In that case, I think I can burn a Realm Walker here. I doubt that they would have done that line if they didn't have the land. Or okay, they really wanted me to commit an extra hit. I'll play a Realm Walker again. Can I get 1 drop? Yes. And a Company on top. I forget, does this split my opponent's? See? No, it doesn't. And they even marched for me. Cool. Let's see if we can hit some Lords. No Lords, but that's fine. Lotus Field. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So I can attack with 3 things. Like, even here, they have killed 2 creatures, wrathed my board, and I'm still presenting heavy lethal. Teferi.
hide from. You know what? I'm not done.
Do they have a verdict? They do not. Do they have a settle? No, they have a discontinuity. Fair. Do they have more discontinuities? No. That's bad for me. Alright. I now think I'm losing this game. Let's see if they untap the field. I should specify the Lotus field. I don't actually need to do that. Alright, I'm not winning against the Ugin, unfortunately. But we'll see if they mess up. I haven't seen a ton of this build lately.
You know what?
Like, this was popular a while ago, and I saw like a list posted somewhat recently, but I haven't seen it in quite some time. Alright. I think we can safely pack it in now. Bring in Toski. Bring in Heroic Intervention, and we can bring in Temu Safekeeping. Do I want Shaper Sanctuary? Probably not. So they're going to have March, Verdict, probably Fateful Absence. I think they're going to be leaning on the Wrath effects. I wonder if they're on, what is it, Portable? My guess is probably no because of the Ugin. I think I like bringing in Realm Walker as well. So I have to make 5 cuts. Steel Leaves can probably go. I can trim a Jaspera. Right, that makes sense. Sure. I'll tell you what, my mana base is not agreeing with me. Boseiju into Mystic into Clan Caller, I guess. Ooh. Into Visionary. Into Castle. Is this cast? Okay. Yeah, I'll pay it. That's unfortunate for me. I really want to hold this intervention, and I don't think I can. Maybe I should be playing more lands than I currently am? Yep, you get a tip.
I'm known for my excellent. No time for a break.
Surprised they didn't activate the Ardenville.
I won't let you win. You know what? I'm not done.
Sure. If I draw a land, I'm actually presenting lethal. Though, this is a discontinuity if I've ever seen one, right? No, never mind. They're holding up mana, or they have too many cards. Thought they were probably saying a stop. Though, it could still be discontinuity. Huh. Alright. 36, 79, 10. Permanent, Skeen, Indestructible. And Hexproof. Not players, unfortunately. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the right side, I get to rebuild. On the downside, that happened. And then there's the Alright. I'm gonna pack it in. I do think that blue-white is a hard matchup, but I don't think it's unwinnable. I think we drew a little poorly, and I think they drew very well. But either way, let me see. Do I want to reconsider... What is this, 20 lands? No. 20 seems fine to me. I think it was just variance. Alright, we're 1-1. Let's throw it back. Demon Gorgonzola. Love it. Or sorry, Demogorgonzola. Now this hand's perfect. Lead on Elf into Circle. Okay, looks like this is Abzan again. Alright, this hand's actually pretty Thoughtseize proof. My guess is they take the Circle. Because that would be my pick from that hand. Alright, I would like to stop drawing lands now. This is, yeah, 100% Greasefang. They whiffed on a vehicle for the graveyard, but they did find a Greasefang if they want to can't stay away. informant. I found a vehicle, but it's not one of the scary... I have not drawn a non-land yet. Probably could have waited until post-combat. I'm not attacking through with the Mystic. And sure. Collect a company off the top would be beautiful. Company or a lord. They get a Grease Fang. I don't think you want to attack with the informant. Yeah. No blocks. Taking my medicine. Not what I wanted. I really drew 4 straight lands. I've not drawn a spell yet. I've got 8. At least they kind of whiffed. They get another chariot back from the graveyard. Don't think you can attack with a Grease Fang. Unless there's a Can't Stay Awake in your hand. Unreal. Alright, I'm not winning this game either. I guess that's the downside of the deck. When you play 20 lands, you draw like 8 of them. Alright, yeah, you got it. Oh, that's frustrating. Bring in these, some of these. I don't think I want the Harbinger. I don't think it's worth it. Trim on Steel Leaf, I think. Don't think I need Dwynen's Elite. I can trim on a Sentinel. Hey Gavin, how you doing? On the bright side there, they took the Circle of Dreams Druid. We didn't draw a single thing that we would have used it to cast spells with. So, looking on the bright side. Just practicing standard, playing blue-white. You get Stitcher. Oh, that's really bad for me. Oh, Grixis Control. I think that deck's very strong. I've been a fan. Now the question is, do I play the Marwyn or do I play the Realm Walker? I think I play the Marwyn. It discounts the Boseiju. If I have to play it as a or use it as a spell, I will. If this is a Witherbloom command, I'll be upset. It looks like it. Yeah. Alright. I'm ready to get got. Third Grease Fang, get back. Sky Sovereign or Prohellion, yeah. Yeah, I'm just dead. Okay, we're 1 and 2. Love it. Love this for me. I would very much like variance in the other direction, please and thank you. But it's fine. We're having fun. The third natural Grease Fang on that, too, is... Like, I was expecting Can't Stay Away. You went 6-0 yesterday on your weekend invite? Nice! Okay, sure. Alphon 1, hope to draw a land for Circle. If no one touches me or my things, I should be in a good spot here. Cool, we found a thing. I don't know what Breeding Pool represents. Is this the Kinnan combo? No. Okay, this is company. Marwyn's probably better than Circle at this point. Okay. Even hit the land. That's nice. Yeah, go for it. Feel free to link the deck. Warmaster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, do I feel like I'm going to get luckier on a company or on Circle? Or just go for the Circle? Probably just go for the Circle. They're tapping at sorcerer speed a lot, which I will not complain about. Let's see if they want to Shackle Guys tap my creature. No, they did not. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think this is free. All right. No. I need to hit Despair on that. Unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, they got me. Auto pay the one. Auto pay the one. Now I found lands. Alright. Yeah, they got me. Well, bringing these in. Don't actually think I need much more beyond that. Steel Leaf seems fine. I can dump that. Morrowind versus a Circle of Dreams. I'll take the Morrowind. Okay, taking a look at your deck now. So you're playing the Jaya build. I've been seeing a little bit of it. It seems good. A couple copies of Invoke Despair. I really do like Siphon Insight. Oh, and you're on the Celestis too. 3 Bankbuster in the main. Yeah. Hey Poseidon. Doing well, how are you? I do think this is an interesting build for Grixis. I forget who posted the list, but I've been having a lot of success with it. It's like the Corpse Appraiser, 2 copies of the Manowar that also makes a bird that also draws a card thing. Aether Channeler, I think? Oh, God. Alright. I found that build to be very strong. Yeah, Aether Channeler. The downside being that you don't have creatures that, like, self-fulfill your, I'm blanking on the words I'm trying to think of. Your spell count. No, your creature count. You can't turn on your own Corpse Connoisseur very easily. Corpse Appraiser. Words are failing me today. I guess I played the War Master and hope to queue a Circle of Dreams Druid next turn with a land. Worst case, I get to play a Mystic here. Or worst case, I get to play a Clan Caller. Choo-choo. Supreme Phantom. Going for the attack. That's interesting. Huh. Them having Shacklegeist is a little rough. Pretty much means that the Circle of Dreams Brew is not going to be doing much if they keep tapping it. Alright, they have big bodies. Now, a land would be great. Okay, not a land, but still pretty great. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they would need to flash in a creature, which presumably they have, but working on one, just up and say hi. Thanks so much. Have an easy work day. So if they have Rattle Chains here, what happens? They block the Clan Caller. They block War Master. And they take 9. Sure. Or they have Brazen Bar where they bounce one of my lords. What is... Never seen this card. Alright. If they have another one of those, I'm in danger. Well, I'm dead if they have another one. If they hit a lord, I'm dead. If they hit a lord, I'm dead. I would very much like the luck of my opponents. It's not been a good day for me. Alright, so I'm dead to exact. The Rally of Wings. Oh, you know what? I do remember this card. This is what? M20, M19? No, wait, what? Hour? Or not Hour, War of the Spark? I remember it's like boss creatures with flying, but I don't remember being from that set. Oh well. I don't remember Spirits playing it either. Alright, what? 1 and 2? 1 and 3? We started strong. We're 1 and 3. Alright, let's see if we can salvage this. Maybe try to regroup and do it again. I do hope when we get, what is it? Explorer Anthologies. Nope. Explorer Anthologies in December, I think, is when it's supposed to come out. The second one. That we get Shaman of the Pack. I'm going to put a land back. Maybe that's wrong. Alright, we're playing the same matchup. Another 2-drop. Alright, so this looks like it's the mono blue build. More 2-drops. Alright. At the very least, War Master followed by 3 Lords should be a solid line. I don't know if it's going to be fast enough. Alright, well. Counterspell? I might actually just be dead on this next turn. I think they laid through, but I'm not happy about it. Really? That is not the play I would have made. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If they have a creature, I'm dead. Yeah. Oh wait, was that? No, that wasn't lethal. They blocked these two. Six, 10, and then I die on the crackback. Yeah. Okay. I didn't I didn't miscount that. I am just dead. Yeah. They took 10, 14 down to 4. Alright. Maybe I should be a little less quick to tap the thing. Huh. Don't think Toski's gonna be worth it for this matchup. Don't think I want Realm Walker. Don't think I want... Do I want Outland Liberator? That's a real bad way of getting rid of a Curious Obsession. I can trim a Circle, and I can trim a Dwynen's. Okay. I got 99 problems in my madness. Basically all of them. Alright, so we're going to play a bunch of dorks. Despair Sentinel is actually going to be pretty good here. Alright, so lead on Elvish Mystic. Hope to hit another land drop here. Not a land drop, but also not the worst. I'm just gonna play out my elves, or my one-drop elves. Curious Obsession, sure. Alright, so they don't have the counter. That's a good start. They'll get an extra card out of the deal, which I don't love, but I think adding that much to the board is really hard to pass up. Another one of these. Yeah, I think I want the card. Cool. And then I can attack in for 5. Seems like this is going to be a Rattle Chains. Yeah. Despair Sentinel did do the thing. Huh. So, all this seems good to me. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves slightly. Come on, give me give me something with lands and spells. This has lands and spells. That's a good spell to pick up. Perfect. I think I can attack the Sentinel. That's fine. Mausoleum Wanderer. Please attack into my reach creature, please. Huh. I'll lean on Clan Caller. Okay. I think if I want them to counter a lord, that's the one I want them to counter. And I'll leave back the Harpooner for a turn. I don't want to trade it with a Faceless Haven. And I am at the point where I can Steel Leaf and Collect Company in the same turn. Snare me? Okay. We've activated the circle. Okay, we finished 2 and 3. Not the showing that I wanted, but I think we did demonstrate some of the power of the deck. Let's take a look at it one more time. So, some of the things I thought were very strong. Having the 1-drop dorks was phenomenal every time. We have a critical mass of like 2-drop things that are good that we want to play. I would say Visionary and War Master are like the top options. Clan Caller is a very solid like number 2. Circle is fine. It gets a little awkward when my opponents have like the what is it? Shacklegeist, the one that taps. Steel Leaf doesn't feel great. Like it's the most bang for our buck that we can get off of a Collected Company. But I wonder if something that's more synergy based would be a better option. I don't know what that would be quite yet. It might be more Realm Walkers. It might just be a couple more lands actually. That might run the possibility of Collected Company not paying off as well as I would like. Honestly, most games that we saw had some mana trouble. A single game was absolutely flooded. Everything else, it was like 2 lands in play, and it was rough. Sideboard, I know it's a small sample size, but we didn't really see many of them. Unless in Terse, always good. Harbinger was not a relevant card. We didn't draw it, really. But Toski either... I don't know. I don't love the sideboard, and I think a lot of these things might end up being something else. I think Marwyn performed really well. War Master, as always. Dwine's Elite. I think at 1 copy isn't really doing much of anything. But I do like having an extra 2-drop. This might be too many 3-drops, in all honesty. Even with our dorks trying to make sure we hit our 3s. Huh. I don't quite know what we would put in instead. There's that, what, the Amonkhet one, the 2/1 Metallic Mimic, right? Or not Metallic. Yeah, here we go. Doesn't really buff anything that's in play ahead of it, which is why it's probably not ideal here. I'm curious what we should be on. I think that the list is close, but probably not perfect. Either way, thanks so much for watching. You can find this video on quietspeculation.com as well as on their YouTube page. You can find all of my content at twitch.tv/acexspades, or follow me on Twitter at Adam E. Cohen. You'll find this article up on Tuesday of this week, and feel free to check it out, leave a comment, drop a like. We really appreciate it. It helps to get our content out there to more eyes and ears. Really appreciate it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend, folks. And if you're doing anything to celebrate the holidays, Indigenous Peoples Day or Sukkot, have a wonderful time. Take care. Bye.